Hey there, this is Christy Matthews. I hope you're having a great day. And I saw a question come across the news feed, and I thought I would address it today. And that question is should I build more than one business? Well, it struck me because I kept thinking of many different scenarios and, of course, my own personal experiences, especially in the home-based business arena, because I do see a lot of people doing lots of things. And what I've observed is that probably the majority of people who are out there doing more than one business are not doing very well. They've got themselves so stretched out, so thin, that they're probably not going to be effective in any one of those businesses. And that's sad. So my overall answer is that no, you probably shouldn't build more than one business. But does that mean that you should not build multiple streams of income? I think you should. Multiple streams of income brings tremendous protection, overall financial protection. It helps build a legacy, and it helps diversify yourself in terms, if the market changes. Let's say if you had all of your investment in real estate, for instance, and after going through the recession we went through in 2008, a lot of people lost most of their investments. So it is very good to diversify into multiple streams of income. So let's talk about this. Let's say if you are a real estate agent, should you be going in and selling insurance? No, I don't think you should. But if you are a real estate agent and you decide to purchase and invest in real estate, more of a passive income activity, absolutely, absolutely. You see, the reason is that those two business models are congruent. The real estate agent is out in the field, they're already into the market, they've got their, ear to the ground, boots on the ground, and they have a feel for what's going on. And if they happen to find an investment in opportunity, they're probably going to be the best prepared to make that investment and to benefit from it. So I think that, you have to look at that situation very carefully. Okay. Now, there are people who have been in the industry for a very long time. And let's talk about the home-based business industry, for instance. There are people that are in that industry that have found ways to be able to duplicate themselves in different income streams. That is a very rare exception, and that is not what I'm talking about today. I want to talk to the majority of the people out there who are not in that position to build more than one business at a time. A business is like raising a child. And yes, you can raise more than one child at a time, but again, I'm talking about congruency. Like raising a family, raising children, you have some congruency on how you raise your children, right? Same thing with raising a business. So there has to be some congruency in that, and it's going to be a full-time endeavor. So yes, you can build a business, an additional business outside of your job part-time, but should you do more than one? No. You should be able to dedicate the time that you have available to that one business endeavor. Now, let me give you another example. Let's say that you're an insurance agent. Should you be going out there and selling windows, for instance? No, I don't think you should do that. Totally two different business models that requires a great amount of attention on both sides. And how is your client going to feel about you? The client does not want to work with a part-time insurance agent. The client doesn't want to work with a part-time realtor. They want to make sure that you're committed to the process because they're putting a large investment in your hands, and they want to make sure that you're completely dedicated to it. So, and the same thing happens in the home-based business industry. If you join maybe a health and wellness organization and, you're all about health and wellness, somewhere out there in the news feed, because especially if you're not marketing on social media, you're missing a huge sector of the market. So eventually you will get out on social media and someone somewhere will see that you are, splitting your time between the industries. And they're going to have to question whether, think about yourself when you're looking at somebody you want to join and align with. Are you really going to feel comfortable with them if they're so stretched out that they can't, maybe dedicate the time to you, or maybe their commitment to a particular industry sector is questionable? And you might go, I'm not so sure. If this person isn't committed 100% to what they're doing, why do I want to align with them? So there's mixed messages in what we're doing. So, but there is an exception. There is an exception, and this exception is huge. And it is an exception that I discovered a couple of years ago, and it is more of a method than anything else. It is a method that aligns with whatever you are doing, whatever you're doing, because the method is a support mechanism to whatever business endeavor you're currently involved in. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. And it's a method that provides the tools and the training that will help you build whatever you're doing. So if you're in that health and wellness industry and you use this particular method, it's going to help you get better and make more sales and build your team in the health and wellness industry. If you're a real estate agent and you employ this method, it is going to help you build your business, gain more customers, make more sales because you employed this method. A great method also is a community of and support that will encourage you and and empower you to do things that maybe you felt a little bit weird about doing. And like I said, a couple of years ago, I kind of stumbled upon this method when I came to the online space to kind of reinvent myself. I had to leave the traditional real estate sales arena. I still do real estate. I'm still in the investment sector of real estate, and I do some coaching in real estate. But I'm no longer an active real estate agent. And I needed to reinvent myself and figure out how can I, still provide value, take the, 20 plus years of knowledge that I've gained and my experiences and share that with others. And I came across this method. It was kind of just by off chance. You know how things are just kind of, destined to come your way. It was that message by somebody that I knew, I saw online, but I never had really talked with them. And she sent me a message and said, hey, I came across this thing. And she was just as frustrated as I was. And she came across this and she was sharing it with other people who had expressed their frustration in this other arena. And so I read the message and I went ahead and I looked into it and it blew my mind. And here I am a couple years later using this method and helping other people learn what this method is, which is helping them build their businesses and build whatever dreams, whatever, goals and ambitions that they have by employing this method. And you know what's really cool is that anybody that I help employ this method, I get $100 a person for those who use this method too. And you know what? Here's the thing. If you're building a team and you don't share this method with them, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage and you're really kind of keeping something away from your team that will really help them. Basically, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because by helping them find out what this method is and helping them with it, they're going to be better producers. They're going to be able to build their teams, which is going to be building up your team. It's absolutely phenomenal. It is absolutely a brilliant thing. And you know what? It's been around for over 10 years, and it's probably, sorry about that, it has outlasted the test of time in the internet space, because things move so darn quick in this industry that remember MySpace? That was something that came online, and next thing you know, Facebook came along and MySpace is gone. This method works with everything. So anyway, folks, I wanted to share this with you today because I know a lot of you are just trying to get that one little aha. And, I think it's just absolutely brilliant to be able to share something that helps so many people earn one of these for each person you share it with, which is not a business opportunity in any way. This is one of those multiple streams of income that you add to what you're already doing. Doesn't take any more time than what you're already doing. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it and you have the support of myself and thousands of other people, you'll get this thing real quick. So anyway, folks, I'm so glad that you were here today and allow me to share a little bit of information and my insights about, should you build another business or not, but definitely build multiple streams of income. If you got some value from this today, please share it with others, share it with your team, leave a comment on one or two things that you got out of today's video. And lastly, if you'd like me to share with you what this method is, please private message me and say, send me the information, and I'll be glad to get in touch with you and get that information to you right away. You can leave a comment down below in the comment section that says, send me the information, or private message me. Either way, I will get back to you just as soon as possible and make sure that you get that information. So you have a great day, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.